Yeah, David and Duvid. If you were both like, if your username wasn't Duvid, then I wouldn't know how I would separate you. Sub controller. Yeah, 100 different endings. Some from what I understand are slight differences. Some are very different. Um, I don't want to get more in. I don't want to get more into it. I don't want to, because I don't want to be spoiled. Oh, good morning, Takumi.
Uh,
Yeah. Morning. She reminds me of Kaede though. Still can't make myself believe that Nozomi and Haruha are different people. They're just too alike. I uh I have to go. I'll see you later. If she were, I can't imagine why she'd act so cold toward me. Maybe the fact that I get so awkward around Nozomi is why she's putting distance between us.
uh,
Can't help it though. Being around her is so confusing. Hmm, understandable. This music slaps though.
Hmm.
The carriage that conveyed us here is now stationed in the parking lot on the first floor. The carriage.
Uh?
It's a wonder the horses pulling it were able to go so fast, and all without ever being seen. We should bring them some hay and water later. Does she seriously not know how a bus works? Yeah, she's like from the medieval times. She doesn't understand that horsepower is actually like the engine. Kind of hilarious. I'm not sure how long I'll play this game for either. Like, I'm enjoying the game, don't get me wrong. I don't know if I want to see all the endings. Because in order for me to see all the endings, that also means I'm not playing other games. And yeah, look at the tomato head girl. She's wild.
huh.
All right, it looks like everyone's here. Still feels weird having so many people around all of a sudden. Then let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd a little. Whoa, don't be so casual about it. Taking life is a serious matter. If you're gonna kill someone, you gotta take your time with it. Really make it mean something for the both of you, you know? Oh man. Was that supposed to be inspiring? There being more of us could be a good thing, though. The more allies we have, the better we can defend the school. That is true. Allies, huh? Yeah, David. It is. Anyway, I took a quick look around the school already. It's basically identical to ours, just like Nico said. Apart from that huge wall of fire outside, of course. So those are the infamous undying flames. The sight of them bare sets my teeth on it. Okay. So for those of you that have been following the game, famous cover your ears. For this is going to be like a 1 minute spoiler. For those that have been following the story, so what happened was you have the people that were here at Last Defense Academy, right? And something happened. Like everyone but Shoma essentially was kind of paralyzed, where they went to sleep, and when they woke up, like they slept because it skipped the day, so they slept for over 24 hours. So, cause I was like, huh? Like, am I going crazy? They just skipped the day, and when they woke up, somehow there was a fire inside the refrigerator, and it burned all the food down. So no food. So they went on an two different parties, if I remember right, went out looking for food, and Taki's party went out with him, Tsubasa, and Gaku, and he got hit on the head, in the back of the head, by a pipe. Like it was raining, went inside a building to get out the rain, and someone hit him in the back of the head with a pipe. and he was found by Nico, who's another version of Saray, the little whatever blobby thing you want to call it. I don't know what you want to call it. And he got brought to a second school. So there's this second to last defense academy. And there's only 4 people there. So those 4 people now join us at Last Defense Academy. The school self-destructed. So Nico sacrificed himself in the school. And somehow they brought enough food on the bus that'll last all of them for 70 days. Don't ask. Don't ask. It's a game. Doesn't have to make sense. But yeah. But there's a second school, and that school is not as protected as this school. It also had a room that had flames protecting something in it, but there was actually nothing in it. So basically, it's a decoy school to draw attention from Last Defense Academy, but ultimately everyone at that second school was going to join this school. It just happened soon because we got mollywopped by that commander. It charged, like, oh, cool, and it just 99 everyone, and we all died. Well, it died, but it just went inside the school. And then we took the bus to this school, which was helpful because not everyone in this school is still fighting yet. But we found out that the twins, the sister, has visions, and she saw a vision of Taki coming back to the school. Taki, sorry, should be Taki, but Taki coming back to the school with other people, and at the right time to save the day. So we have a wide variety of people that can fight now with different abilities, support characters, defense characters. So it makes me think that these attack battles are going to be a lot more nuanced because there's so many people that can fight. Is everyone going to fight? Like, do you have 10 to 12 people fighting, or are you just going to be picking a X amount of people to go into a fight? Let's see. I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens next story-wise too. Well, it's a little about them on the bus on the way here, but maybe we could get a proper explanation now. And Mike, Chick-fil-A. What exactly are those flames, Takumi? All this time, there's a whole nother school just like ours. You really never know what's gonna happen around here. Yeah, that's the truth. Those guys from the other academy are kind of weird. Making friends with them might be asking a little too much. We're friends with Darumi. Come on now. This is way too many characters to keep track of. Let's hold a killing game and thin out the herd. My dear brother always tells me not to talk to strangers, and these people are pretty strange, but still. We certainly have gathered a motley crew of allies, haven't we? It's like one of those yokai picture scrolls in here. One way of describing it. Glad you're back, Takumi. But we still haven't solved the mystery of what happened to Hiruko. Yeah, because what happened to her and what happened to Saray? Like, obviously, well, maybe not obviously, we saw he died, but we don't know what happened. Just like that, we've got 4 more people we have to live with. And they're all total weirdos, too. Oh, I'm sorry. I must be such an eyesore. I'll go stand in the corner and try to attract as little attention as possible. Yeah, look at this group of 4. Tell me they're not different. Those undying flames send a chill down my spine. Could they be some art brought about by demonic blood magic? You should go ahead and answer Nozomi's question. We're all dying to learn more about these flames. Or those flames. Look at the eye. Look at the left eye. It's like a patch over the eye. He's an assassin. She's a samurai with ninja techniques, don't ask. She is apparently an aristocrat. What a tomato is. I don't make the characters, I just observe. I have nothing to say to you, peasant. Tell Nozomi what she wants to know. I don't like her. She easily has become, like, she says some funny things. She reminds me kind of Mew from Danganronpa 3, but she says some things that really just make me either LOL or make me want to just drop kick her in the throat. All we can tell you about the flames is what Saray told us when we first got here.
Those flames, which encircle this entire school, by the way, just keep on burning. They never go out.
I wonder if what is being protected in the room would be something that would make the flame, like be able to permanently extinguish the flames.
Never?
That's what I said. They don't need fuel, and they can't be extinguished. They'll keep burning on for all eternity. Hence, the undying flames.
What's up, baseball? Fire that never goes out. It sounds like something out of a fairy tale. I never believed it if I hadn't seen them with my own eyes. Heck, I'm still having trouble getting my brain to accept it. Perhaps 'tis an advanced form of ninjutsu? Which chakra element does one combine for such a transformation? The flames are there to help keep the invaders away from Last Defense Academy, right? If that's true, they must be part of the defense system. They're probably being generated somewhere on school grounds. Yeah, maybe. Tell you the truth, we don't really understand how it works either. You got them burning outside of your defense room, too. It's got to be to protect whatever's in there, right? We think so. I tried dousing those ones with the fire extinguisher before, but they sprang up again pretty much right away. It's going to take a lot more than that to get inside. It really brings home how many questions are still unanswered. The Ray said he'd explain everything, then he disappeared. And you couldn't convince him to tell you sooner? You truly are useless. Sorry. Hey, that wasn't our fault. I'm talking about the samurai chick. Your defenses are a lot beefier than ours. I guess that settled it. The school is the real deal, alright. Yeah, just like Niku said. Because
Second to last Defense Academy is, well, it's a decoy. Intended to distract the enemy and make them waste their time and resources.
he owes something. When she says something, I'll stop on her.
There's nothing important here. Humanity's future depends not on the contents of our defense room, but on what's inside the one at the true Last Defense Academy.
There we go. Verily, it was a shock to learn we've been risking our lives to protect a mere decoy. I have no idea. I have no idea. A shock. It was downright infuriating. The B team is no place for someone of my social standing. It's not as if the work we did there wasn't important. The invaders took the bait and sent troops to the decoy after all. All those attacks we fought off stopped them from focusing their entire fighting force on this school. Still say Nico could have told us that from the beginning. A lot of the information relating to this war is classified. Maybe he didn't have permission. Even Nico couldn't defy orders from above. He told us that much himself. Orders from above. Sorry, I mentioned higher-ups too. Who's really controlling this war? And that's another question. Is it because he was going to say something, that's why he was killed? Maybe that was what happened to Hiriko. But now the Decoy Academy's gone. That means the attacks on this one are going to get a whole lot worse, right? Pretty much. They don't got to decide who to send where anymore, for all there is. And there's still like 70 days to go? Oh man, what rotten luck. I don't know if I can hold out that long. What's the worst that could happen? Dying? If it's gonna happen anyway, maybe we should get started now, you know? Get busy living or get busy dying. You're all so adorable. Why you freak out over every little thing? The enemy attacks may get worse, but there's more of us too. If we can learn to fight as a team, then why fight at all? Why don't we just run? If we use that school bus you came in on, we can cover a lot more ground than on foot. We might even be able to drive all the way back to the complex. Fair point. You're babbling, sir. A word does not desert their post while the enemy still draws breath, and nor does a woman. Even supposing the bus could cover that kind of distance, none of us know how to get to the TRC from here. And besides, the future of humanity is at stake here. If we don't defeat the invaders, this whole world is done for. Don't tell me you actually believe all that future of humanity stuff. There's a good chance it's just a story made up to motivate us, you know? Naturally, we considered that possibility. It was one of the first things we discussed. In the end, we decided if there was even a chance of it being true, we had no choice but to steel our resolve and do our part for the 100 days. Brain code, I think. Yeah, brain code. Nozomi was very persuasive. The way she got us fired up, we couldn't help but get on board with it. I didn't really do anything special. But how can you be so sure? Do you have any grounds or evidence to prove it's true? You got any grounds or evidence for thinking it's not? Oh, I guess not. If Saray had been able to tell you more about what's going on, you'd be sure of it too. I think that's the main difference between our two groups and why our attitudes are so different. Once Nico told us about world death, we knew we couldn't just stand by and let it happen. What is world death? Because he mentioned that earlier and then clammed up on us. Or on me. World death. Yes, indeed. Humanity's future prospects without this particular asset would be grim, to say the least. It is, after all, the key to overcoming world death and ensuring a future or a chance for future generations to thrive. Wait. World death? What's that? A new prominent term to deal with. This is going to overload my extra small size brain. It's all starting to make sense now. You even got that far, huh? No wonder you're still going back and forth on whether it's all true then. You'd best prepare yourselves for a shock. What do you mean? According to the information Nico shared with us, world death was a catalyst for this entire war. This is the thing that started it all? More than that, it's also the reason humanity is now confined to the TRC. World death has decimated the human population and forced the survivors to take shelter underground. Decimated the population? It's that bad? Even with a dramatic buildup, just tell us what this world death thing is. Quiet, P-Brain. The adults are talking. If we tell you, we don't want any of that, hey, is that really true? What if it's all made up stuff? But you think you can hold on to that single thought without blowing a fuse? Come on, make with the explanations already. Yes, we're on day 30. I need some info. That's no way to talk to someone who's about to impart important wisdom. Didn't anyone teach you any manners, you inbred little street urchin? What? And your manners are any better, you foul-mouthed rich girl? Shut up. Honestly, having to listen to your complaints is making my skin crawl. Spend too much time talking, you won't be ready when the enemy attacks. And if you don't fight the enemy when they attack, you die. Is that so hard to understand? So why do you insist on picking apart everything we say? I've stepped in things that would have made better soldiers. Ooh. She's right. Even ABC gum still has some flavor. It's more resilient than me, too. ABC gum from Disgaea. I like that. Yeah, you have one of the writers from, like, the head writers from Danganronpa and Zero Escape. And the mix of the two is very obvious. Can you really blame us for asking questions after getting dragged in this crazy war out of nowhere? That's where you're wrong. We weren't dragged into this. We were chosen as mankind's last hope.
Uh,
Mankind's last hope. Yes, we were chosen to represent humanity in this war, to shoulder the hopes and futures of everyone back home. We're the only ones that can stop our entire species from being wiped out. We don't have a choice in this. We have to fight. And you believe that too? Are you sure you haven't just been brainwashed to think it's true? Again, you make a joke of our resolve, you won't be laughing when my blade has had its way with you. What about world death? Just gonna keep throwing that name around like it means something, or are you actually gonna start explaining things? You know what? I'm not telling you a thing. Go shove it up the tailpipe of a car you can't afford to insure because you're poor. Wow. Rude. Huh? Can't work with a bunch of impatient, ineffectual, dull-witted morons like you. There's no point in us telling you anymore. Don't be like that. There's no need for us to get involved with these chumps. We can win this war on our own just fine. I can't believe we wasted our food on you peasants. We'd have been better off letting you shrivel up and using you as invader bait. Oh, you act like a big shot, but this is our school, you know? We were here first. Yeah, we opened up this place to you after yours went kaput. If it weren't for us, you'd have nowhere to go right now. I could say the same for you. You and the school would have been toast if we hadn't helped out in that battle yesterday. Get smart with me, pretty boy. I'll murderize you. Ouch. Don't mangle murder like that. That word deserves to be treated with respect. Alright, do this.
It's no surprise these peasants can't speak properly. They don't show the slightest sign that they've taken anything on board. Poverty must have dulled their wits to the point they can't even hold a conversation.
well, excuse the heck out of me. I'd rather be poor than an absolutely rotten human being.
Seriously, what's the big idea showing up out of nowhere and acting like you've got the right to boss us around?
You've made it obvious you lack the experience and expertise to defend the school on your own. It's only natural that we step in to superintend.
You know what would help relieve some of this tension? A killing game!
Oh, if you want to try to escape, be my guest. I'm gonna come after you, though. The thrill of the chase. I wonder how far you'd get if I amputated your legs first.
Holy crap.
Watch it, man. I may not hit girls, but I won't hold back against another guy.
Killing game? Anyone? Just one murder. That's all I ask.
Ah!
That's enough. You all need to calm down. I know, right? Kumi's right. We won't get anywhere if we don't work together. Wake up and smell the roofies, Nozomi. That dreadnought class deadbeat's as bad as the rest of them. The moment your back is turned, he'll spike your drink and take you back to his room to have his way with you. Whoa.
Yeah.
I never do anything like that. And she doesn't respond. Wow. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the support.
Yeah.
I really wouldn't. You know that, right?
Huh?
Please, everyone, we shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. Why can't we be friends? Friends? With these guys? Don't make me laugh. Sounds like a perfect time for an invasion, not gonna lie.
Huh?
Befriending these cosplay convention rejects certainly is asking a lot from normal people like us. How dare you, sir? I'll not let that insult slide. Choose your fate. Face the judgment of the holy Jumanji sword, or repent and die by your own hand. I demand satisfaction.
Huh?
Satisfaction my ass. Ima may be a jerk, but he's our jerk. That's just about all I can stand if you're loathsome. I forgot to say that word. Massages. We're done here. Come on, though. But yeah, get lost. See if we care. If I never see your dumb face again, it'll be too soon. Alright. Trying to press issue now will only make things worse. It would be nice if we could talk more tomorrow, though. team from the second campus left with their heads held high. They were barely out the door before the others started pinning their feelings.
Ah.
What's with those guys? Are we really going to have to spend the rest of the 100 days with people like that? I agree. Their attitude is positively sickening. Like you're one to talk. You brought back some interesting friends with you, Takumi. So this is my fault? I know I've got no right to contribute to the discussion, but what do you think that World Death Day mention is? I'm really curious now. Don't sweat it. Don't even think about it. It's all mind game. Just trying to get inside our head. Damn it. I still feel like I want to hit something. Think I'll go back to my room and cool off. Guess I'll do that too. Go killing games in? Maybe next time. Everyone else, except for Ato, left. I didn't have the heart to stop him. The tension was already dangerously close to the breaking point. Well, that could have gone better. I never really expected everyone to turn on each other like that. Same here. It's not going to be easy getting them to work together. If Saray or Hiriko were here, they'd know what to do. But it's no use wishing things were different. We need to think of a way to solve this problem in our own way. Yeah. I'm gonna go. Need some time alone to think. Saito and I parted ways, and I headed back to my room. Give me free time, please. After that disaster of a meeting, it's hard to imagine ever reconciling the two groups. There's got to be some way. Maybe just need more time. Come to think of it, some new rooms were unlocked today, weren't they? I think I'll go take a look at them. I could use something to take my mind off all this. It's the metal shop on the first floor and the bio lab on the second, right? This isn't quite what I was expecting from a metal shop classroom. It's more something you'd find on a military base. Missiles. There are all kinds of deadly looking weapons lined up, and the air is thick with the smell of metal shavings and gunpowder. Oh, and she's here too. Can't help wanting to tap out every LCD screen I see. So I always regret it after we've been smothered everywhere. I only wish we had a magic circle to contain you, sir. Then I could easily cut you down the moment you try anything indecent. Good lord. I don't think she's pretending not to know me. Haro would never put on an act this convincing. Is she really not her? Or maybe she's lost her memory. Look out, that perv is waiting for a chance to pounce on you and lap up your saliva. Ah, so it's like the yokai Yamachishi that steals his victim's life force by sucking in their breath, except with saliva. The holy Jumanji sword knight will strike him down. I keep telling you, I'd never do anything like that. She's more cautious of me than ever now. At this rate, I'll never get to talk to her. What am I supposed to do here? Ah, the way the air smells in here really puts me at ease.
Huh?
Seriously? You like this? With all the metal and gunpowder and everything? I know, it's not exactly the aroma one would associate with a sophisticated lady like myself. But the Suzuki's actually rose to prominence thanks to our involvement with weapons development. Weapons development, like guns and stuff. In the beginning, our family name was just Suzuki. We were small-time arms engineers and gun runners. We grew the business little by little from there, expanding our reach until it encompassed all aspects of life in the TRC. That gave us the necessary prestige to evolve from Suzuki to Suzuki, and the rest is history. Our names get changed. Workshops like this are just as integral to my family's identity as the swanky mansions where we live today. This industrial atmosphere is baked right into my DNA. Being here is like returning to my natural habitat. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Seems only fitting that this should be the place where I write a new chapter in our family's illustrious history. I'll create weapons the likes of which the world has never seen and eradicate those pesky invaders once and for all.
Before our mighty others flee, great and powerful Suzuki!
Trap development has been unlocked. You can access it during your free time. The invaders will rule the day they cross the Suzuki. Mana Flash is on our side. She is on our side, right? Maybe you should tell that to those friends of yours too. Getting on my bad side is not a good idea. If they all commit seppuku 3 times in quick succession, I might forgive them for their insolence. Insolence. Again with the ritual suicide demands. I'm still not sure how doing it more than once is supposed to work. Oh, I can't try it out now. And then the second floor is a bio lab. Oh, a mix of guys in here. Okay. Interesting. I thought it would just be Torture Man. So this is the bio lab. Looks less like a classroom and more like something out of a horror movie. And he laughed. What are you laughing at? I can't help it. I mean, just look at this equipment. It's hot with a capital H. Now that this room's open, we can whip up a whole host of medical supplements whenever we need them. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what kind of supplements are we talking about? It's talking about the items. I forget what it is. But the potion that I was able to use last night. Mostly stuff that gives our hemo anima a temporary boost. We can use them to augment our regular physical abilities too. Nico did say there were facilities like this tucked away in dark corners of the school. Pretty sweet, I finally get to see one. I guess second to last Defense Academy had a lab like this too, but it never got unlocked for us. Enhanced development has been unlocked. That does sound like it would be useful. But is it ethical? We're basically using performance-enhancing drugs, right? Bro, we're trying to win a war. Don't care about that. You're worried about the morality of little things like that? You're such a Boy Scout. With everything in this lab, we have the potential to go much, much further. A lot of this stuff was developed as a result of illegal experiments on human subjects. For most people, no amount of knowledge is worth that kind of atrocity. So much for the Hall of Fame. And now that research is all ours, the fiendish, the outlandish, the downright unpleasant, it's all right here at our fingertips. And what could we use it for? For a start, we could probably make some killer modifications to ourselves. Just like my family did to me. Huh? You mean like the way your arm stretches? You know? It's always been my dream to mod somebody else's body. I'd be gentle, and I'd make sure any changes I made were capable. Anyone want to volunteer? Oh, I won't be volunteering. Say it. Feel me? Feel like discarding your humanity and becoming something more?
Hey!
Absolutely not. Not interested. Let me know if you change your mind. In the meantime, I'll just make do with my fantasies. He is like the right level of creepy. Alright, I visited both the new rooms that were unlocked today. I have to go back to my room and decide what to do next. Sounds like free time. That banger music is about to hit. Oh no, it's nighttime. Ooh, between all the arguing and exploration, today's really taking it out of me. Is there anything I can do to get everyone to see eye to eye? Or are their attitudes toward fighting just too different? We're representing all of humanity in this war. They chose us above all others to defend the world from the invaders. We're the only ones who can do this, so it's only natural that we give it our all. My question is, why were we chosen? And why was she chosen? Because her hemo anima doesn't work like the rest of ours do. She can actually die. Mankind's future is in our hands now. It's our responsibility. I never thought of this as a responsibility. Fighting was just a means to an end, a way for me to get home. But I feel differently if I knew about world death. Was I ever going to find out what this war was all about? Someone's at the door. Oh god, I'm scared. Like, I feel like it's always Ato, but now that that other dude is here, I'm nervous it's gonna be him. And also, why do we have a doorbell but we can't see outside the door? Like, if this was a killing game, this would be brutal. Could it be her? No, it won't be. I felt a flutter of anticipation. My hands trembling. I pulled open the door to reveal. Good evening. You have time to thought. Of course I knew it'd be you. Oh, it's you, Ato. Were you expecting somebody else? Sorry to disappoint you. No, it's not like that. What's up? Nothing in particular. I just thought it would be nice to chat a little. I never got a chance to tell you how happy I was to see you again. I was out of my mind with worry the whole time you were gone. Oh? Really? I thought maybe you'd disappear like Kiriko. We went 5 whole days without any contact from you after all. What's up, Mr. Legend? Yeah, baseball definitely is going to get a break for a little bit. Sorry, I wasn't exactly in a position to get in touch. What happened to you during that storm? How did you get separated from the group? Not really sure. All I remember is that I passed out and woke up with an aching head. By then I was already on my own, somewhere miles away from here. After that, Nico found me and took me to the other school. Perhaps you got sent flying by the storm? It's possible, I guess. I can't think of anything else that would explain it. Maybe getting hit in the back of the head with a metal pipe? Well, you're okay now. That's the important thing. But while we're on the subject of the other school, what's going on between you and that Nozomi girl? Nozomi? Huh? I'm enjoying it so far. It's definitely had some twists that have had me on my toes for sure. The last battle I almost lost. Came down to the last turn, having the hope. And I was hopeful. I ended up getting it the first time I've done that bad. When you're around her, you're different. Almost like she's special to you. But you seem troubled as well. What's wrong? I'd like to help if I can. Although if it's something romantic, bear in mind I don't have any experience in that area. Oh, was that really it? No, not exactly. It's kind of weird to be honest. You might not believe what I have to say, but will you still hear me out? Of course. Now that I'd been given the go-ahead, it all came spilling out. I told Ato about Kawa, my childhood friend I spent practically every day with back home before the war. That was the easy part. Then there was a matter of Nozomi and her uncanny likeness to her. They were so alike that I couldn't accept that they were different people no matter how much I tried. And as much as she looked and sounded like her, she had no idea who I was. I told Ato all about this mystery and the theories I'd come up with and how the whole thing was messing me up. You weren't kidding when you said it was weird. I thought maybe she has amnesia, but she's never mentioned hitting her head or having gaps in her memory or anything like that. Not that I've been able to talk to her long enough to ask about it. Come on, Ato, say something. Oh, sorry. This whole thing reminds me of a sci-fi novel I read a little while back. what happened in it.
Uh-huh.
The main character ends up in a place that's both familiar and different. A parallel universe. Parallel universe is highlighted red. That certainly has my attention. Knowing that I've played through the last two Zero Escape games, it definitely has my attention. Parallel universes aren't just other worlds, or even the past or the future. They're alternate realities taking place at the same time as our own. Alternate realities.
Huh.
It's a fairly common trope. Depending on the story, a parallel universe could be completely alien or eerily similar to the reality we know. In the book I'm thinking of, the main character travels to another universe.
Huh.
He finds there's another version of himself there, another him living his own slightly different.
Ah.
Think that's the connection between the two? Like they're alternate versions of each other? I know it sounds ridiculous, but humor me for a moment. It would explain a lot. It would mean they are the same person, hence the similarities. But at the same time, they're different. They've lived completely different lives.
Huh.
That would account for her not knowing anything. I don't know it, so maybe that's how this stuff works in sci-fi. But I'm having a hard time believing it could happen in real life.
Huh.
I suppose you're right. It is a little unrealistic. But the situation we're in is already pretty far removed from what we used to consider reality. Perhaps my sense of what is or isn't realistic has gotten warped from all the strange things that have happened to us lately.
Hmm.
He's right. If you told me a few weeks back I'd be stabbing myself in the heart to give myself special powers and fight monsters, I wouldn't have believed that either. Sorry for putting forward such a bizarre idea. I haven't been much help, have I? That's not true. Really helped to get all this stuff off my chest. And it's such a weird story, most people probably wouldn't believe me. Couldn't have told just anyone about this. I'm honored, and I'll gladly hear you out if you want to talk again, no matter how strange it is. Sure, I've been having some peculiar experiences. First the ghostly invader, and now this.
Hmm.
Oh, right, I almost forgot about the thing. We still haven't figured out what it is. That from an alternate reality? That could be possible. I haven't seen that invader since I got back. But the next time I do, I'm going to make sure he answers for what he's done. Don't take any unnecessary risks. You have no idea how dangerous he might be. I know. I'll be careful. Well then, I think I'm taking up enough of your time. I should get going. Good night. Sleep well. With that, Nato left, pausing at the door to give me one last gentle smile. Parallel universes, alternate realities. Could any of it be true? Sounds so bizarre. The more I think about it, the more it starts to make sense. Is that what's going on here? Are Kara and Nozomi alternate versions of the same person? The same, but different. Either way, I won't be able to put this to rest until I talk to her about it myself. Even after venting to Eito, the frustration I was feeling still wouldn't go away. Turned in for the day, and gradually fell into a light, fitful sleep. And off we go to day 31. Up and at 'em.
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 31st day of active service here at Last Defense Academy!
We gotta get to day 33.
Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Good morning. Yes, I'll go to the cafeteria as usual. I just hope everyone's a little less prickly today. Well, they're all in their room. That's not a good sign to start this.
Huh?
Oh, just that's today? Yeah, no sign of second campus guys anywhere. Just so you know, none of us picked a fight with them or told them not to come here. They're just plain old no-shows. Fine by me. Who wants to deal with those jerks first thing in the morning? Everyone's turned so hostile lately. I'm loving it. Can't go on like this forever. Going to have to talk things out with them eventually. You saw how things went down yesterday, Mr. Atsuki? Does it really seem like they'll listen to our side of things? That doesn't mean we shouldn't try. Our conversation was interrupted by the sound of the door opening as someone new came into the room. Knew it'd be you. Oh, good morning. It's you, huh? What are you doing here?
Hi!
Gaku, be nice. She can use the cafeteria if she wants. Oh. Did you come to betray your friends and join our side? One of us? One of us. That it? Sorry to disappoint you, but no. There's something I want to discuss with you. Do tell. Well, if I used to tackle stick. What did you want to talk about, Nozomi? Are you finally going to tell us the whole story about that world death thing? Sorry. I like to, but the others are dead set against it. I know they can be difficult sometimes, but they're still my friends. I can't just go against their decision behind their back. What do you want then? I was thinking, it might be a good idea to set different times for us to use the cafeteria, at least for a while. If our two groups stay separate, we can reduce the chances of things escalating like they did yesterday. Yeah? Guess there's something in that. That is true. Shouldn't be too hard to organize. Our group has a training routine we go through every morning. We're going to keep that up here, so we won't need a cafeteria until later. Wow. You trained this early? That's the kind of dedication I can only dream of. It's all for the good of humanity. Can't afford to lose this war. I sound like a walking recruitment poster. It's a lot of big talk for someone who can't even use Hemo Anima. Gaku! There's always bound to be some friction when two groups with competing values come together. It's like when two video game companies merge. I don't know, like Danganronpa and Zero Escape. You're right. Kind of fitting. Well, I have a second here. My phone is charged. I wanted to pull up my email. Ah, our elevator doesn't work. It must have just went down recently. Unreal. But my utility bill is only $45. That's nice. There's a last email, like, I just want to look. The last email I got from Nintendo was for the user update this Thursday. Like the user agreement that has everyone up in arms. I was kind of hoping, like, not so much to be able to get a Switch, because I have mine reserved at Walmart, which in retrospect, what I really should have did is canceled the Walmart one and got one at GameStop when I was there. But I don't know why I didn't do that. Because it'll be kind of cool. My niece will be having surgery the week that it comes out. That's not cool. But she's going to be having surgery the week that it comes out. And my nephew is going to be staying with my parents for a couple of days so that they can, focus on making sure that she's good to go and everything. And we're gonna go. I told my mom, well, this will be perfect because that Wednesday I was gonna go with her anyway. But like, he can go too. We can go to Best Buy. We'd be able to pick up the Switch 2 that my dad reserved, which will be for my nephew. And then we'll be able to get him all set up and everything. So I'll end up staying over a little bit later that night to get his Switch set up, get Mario Kart downloaded for him, and then kind of go from there. And then I'll come home, or we'll stop at GameStop on the way back. I can pick up my stuff because I got Street Fighter, Mario Kart, Bravely Default, and then the carrying case and the Pro Controller. I'm like, sorry, you can't use a Pro Controller. You're gonna have to use the Joy-Cons. Oh, my nephew, you know. Man, Pro Controller, that's expensive. That has to go on sale at some point, hopefully. Or some third-party ones will have to be out that are solid. And then that Thursday, I'll just be, keeping an eye on. I think it's supposed to be delivered by UPS or FedEx. I'm not sure. I think it was UPS is what it said. Sooner or later, one of their flagship series always ends up getting better. So sorry for the fans. At any rate, I think it's best if we keep our distance until we've all calmed down a little. That's all I wanted to say. I'll be going now. But wait a minute. While you're here, I wanted to ask you. Sorry, the others are waiting for me. Brushed off my questions and left without even sparing a passing glance at me. That was fun, huh? Just like the management sent a liaison officers to tell us to get our butts in gear and start up the killing game. Quick really hit your gut, huh? So she turned you down. So what? She may be cute and everything, but who wants to go out with someone who's always talking about saving humanity and stuff? Guys, don't be so insensitive. Needs to be alone with this pain. I'm not sure that's the best approach either. Don't worry. You get used to being hated pretty quick. That's something I learned early on in life from my parents.
Hey!
Breakfast that day was as tasteless as the atmosphere. She's doing all she can to avoid me. I'll never be able to talk to her at this rate. I shouldn't let this get me down. Not when there's so much else going on.
Huh?
Alright, what should I do today? I got plenty of free time to fill up. Yeah, free time, baby. Traps and enhancement. These will help give you an advantage in battle, so spend your free time wisely on developing these tools. Extinguisher level has increased. Your firefighting level has increased. You can now go to new areas when you explore. The materials you can obtain while exploring are unique to each area. For more details, check the manual by the entrance hall. Banger music. Game is smart. I was trying to see if I could talk to her. He won't let me go to the gym with him. Oh, damn, you're mean. Let's go to the biolab. Yeah. Oh, a potion. Obtain Desperation Potion. User HP becomes 1. Ooh. So that would let me essentially drop someone's HP down. so that I could kill them all for a big attack. Huh. Power. Science needs to be level 3. Okay. So we have the metal fin. No issue with that. Electrified fin. Stuns any enemy within range. Explosive mine. Stun range is 8 spaces. Okay. Place a trap that ignores obstacles to move user great distances to a tree. Go talk to Gaku. Want to hear my latest review of the food here? Sure.
Yeah.
Food that comes out of the ration-o-matic is real fancy and tasty, that's for sure. Sometimes that just makes it taste nasty. What do you mean? Why would tasty food be nasty to you? Talk to me, listen real careful to what I'm about to say, bro.
Huh?
When you're born poor like me, the poorness becomes a part of you. Your tongue rejects food that's too fancy. Wow. Sounds like a curse. I miss the cheap food from the group home. Want to eat the boiled leaves of some unidentifiable vegetable. Some sauteed bean sprouts would really hit the spot. Or some miso soup that's basically just water. Poor man's mentality is terminal at this point. Experience to unlock the keyword cheap. Observation, exploration up 3. They're all in their rank. VR training channel. Who can I upgrade? You. Nope. Learn Airblade. Linguistics has to be level 2. Unyielding Spirit. What's Early Strike? Attack all enemies in range at start of battle. 6 spaces. Great. Crazy Shot. Like that idea. Rescue Bullet. Bowstring fires a bullet that buffs all allies in range, adds attack +1, move +5 to all allies. Craft support tower. Launch into a powerful spinning slash with stun. Huge attack. Sacrificial Viper. Spins arm to strike an enemy in front and flips bleed. Like that. Try to boost within a reason as many things as I can, but you definitely could use a little bit. For the most part, I'm good. Do level 3 again.
Let's go. Hauling ass. Let's freaking go.
Ready whenever.
Like, I can still use her, but I don't have her. Kind of crazy.
Now then, to business.
My turn. Good to go.
Just watch me. Bang, bang, bang! Did you see that?
Let's do this. Ha! Got it. Say when.
That'll work.
Ready whenever.
Mostly okay. We'll go to the other side here.
I'm taking the wheel!
I guess it's my turn.
Locked and loaded! Don't try to stop me! I can barely...
Alright, first thing first. You.
Yes, leave it to me. Here we go.
Oh, that's
I'm ready
actually
whenever.
pretty dope.
Allow me to trim down their numbers. All well and good.
Full throttle. Let's give it to him. Oh, smoke 'em!
Works for
It's
me.
up to you from here.
I've got this. Say when.
I'll show you what's up.
I've got this. All right.
Okay. Go to the other side for a sec.
Here we go!
Ready when you are.
Yes, leave it to me. I guess it's my turn. You're in the way! We better get moving.
I'm taking the wheel. Leave it to me. Just a quick drop-off. I'm good whenever. Let's roll. Leave it to me. Out of the way. Let's keep it up.
Alright. A little better.
Now then, to business. Die!
Say when.
Alright.
We need to reboot.
Ow!
Just watch me.
Mow 'em down! Let's do this! Take this! Good to go. Got it! I've got this.
Can't go all the way, but that's okay. I'll take care of you.
Gotcha. Take care of the rest.
All right, let's get started. How's this?
Alright, out of the other side.
It's not over yet.
Like, I don't want to kill them off yet.
Let's go!
I'm good whenever. Let's roll.
This certainly isn't good. Let's try this. My body. No way forward but through. We have to fall back for now.
Not the worst thing in the world.
I'm taking the wheel. Watch out!
Could be 2 enemies left. Big boy and that.
My body! Uh-oh. Locked and loaded. So close to dead. It's too much. Go die in a fire. Totally wrecked.
Beautiful.
Let's do this! Eat my dust!
Not bad. I wonder what the 4th one is. That's right. Earn 3100 BP. I'll take that.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
The day is almost over. I'm not all that tired, but there's nothing else I really want to do today. Best I'll rest up so I can be nice and fresh tomorrow. Alright. I got changed and went to bed praying there wouldn't be an attack during the night. Day 32. Right, David?
Up and at 'em, troops! Time to rise and shine!
Reminds me back when, you know, during the Kobe Powell days when the Lakers would hit a 3. That sound effect.
Get ready for your 32nd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
Good luck tomorrow. Morning already. Let's go to the cafeteria. Although, I doubt she'll be there today. They're outside in the hallway. A really big game for you guys. Confound it all, as this lady, I don't even know how to say that, her doing, her mischief truly knows no bounds. Hey, what's the matter? Somebody absconded with the holy Jumanji sword while I was in the bathroom. I'll let this slide the last time lady pulled this trick, but this time I'm really gonna make my displeasure known. Wouldn't it be easier to just take your sword into the bathroom with you? But take her with me. Surely you just, sir, me. Such a thing would be the height of him. What? Why? Besides, I'd be far too embarrassed to think she was watching me do my business. Oh, I see. I think. But I'm not supposed to be talking to you. Excuse me. I must be going. It won't be easy, though. Yeah. But if you're going to win, you like to think at home with the crowd behind you, it has to be that game. I still think they could win a Game 7 in Boston, but you would think it would be Game 6. Just as I thought, it's just the original team from this school here today. Somebody did say she tried to keep the two groups separate. It only figures that she's not. So, not like I care or anything, but Do those guys really train every morning? Not like I care either, but yeah. I heard them going at it when I passed the gym earlier. I actually don't care. I'm not even being coy about it. That's some impressive work ethic, though. You guys are talking an awful lot about something you claim not to care about. Seeing other people working hard really makes you feel like garbage, huh? Or is that just me? Soda return. Oh boy. I didn't even know that. That ought to be fun. Whatever, man. Train will only get you so far. In a real fight, it all comes down to guts. Joma, are you alright? Joma? Huh? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. It's nothing. I didn't mean to space out like that. My head just kind of went blank for a moment. Maybe I've contracted a disease that makes my brain melt from lack of use? Either way, it's nothing serious. Wow. Sounds incredibly serious. It's melting again. Quick, someone cut off his head. The revival manic will fix it when it puts him back together. Probably. Maybe. 50-50 chance. Can't solve all your problems with beheading. But Mr. Gonzaga barely contributes anything useful, even when his brain's solid. I think Earth should just keep ignoring him, like you're one to talk. Banner raising for the dub. Always fun to see the banner get raised. Dude, that's so harsh. Can't say I 100% disagree, but still. It's true. He's always been on the quiet side, but this goes way beyond that. None of us are really sure what to do about Joma. We ate fast and left him to work it out on his own. Once breakfast was over, we all went back to our rooms for a while. What now? Still no closer to patching things up with the other team from with the team from the other school. Can't let things continue as they are. But how can I get two such different groups of people to get along? Clearly, not that. I guess I'll just have to try whatever I can, my own way. Free time. You can explore outside of the school. You can only go exploring in the morning, as it will take up the entire day. Let's do it. Never mind. I guess we're gonna go for a ride. Alright, sounds fun. Do I just get on your bike? Huh? Hell no. I'll ride with two asses to a seat. And how am I gonna ride with you? Ain't it obvious? Gonna leg it. Run besides my bike. What? No way I can keep up. I'm not even trying to set a running record. I was just playing, man. I'll let you ride behind me. Just be careful not to fall off. Why didn't you just say that? After that, I enjoyed the ride. Talk tomorrow. Beautiful. Sweet. Poor Shoma. Self-help book under his name. Read a book and study. Time will pass. Think of science. I need to get to level 3. An insect. Oh, technology biosphere of the TRC. I started reading this book today. Biosphere of the TRC. Are you familiar with something called a bottle aquarium? It's an interior design piece made by filling an empty bottle with water, plants, and sand, introducing live specimens inside before sealing it shut. The specimens trapped in the bottle live their lives in this tiny world, propagating and ultimately dying. You could say the bottle is a world of its own, and the longer it is kept, the more unique of a biosphere it will develop. That is a general summary of bottle aquariums. Now I'd like to ask the dear reader this. Pretty much describing the TRC, because it's an aquarium in the sense that instead of a bottle, it's a dome. What is the biggest bottle aquarium in the world? It's something you all know very well. No need to keep you in suspense, the answer is the TRC in which we all live. Aha. We have lived for generations in this giant bottle aquarium, constructing a new, totally unique biosphere. Ecologically speaking, we are not descendants of the Japanese people, but rather Tokyo residential complex with our. Close the cover. Things are getting too complicated to follow. Whatever. Reading this book increase your technology by 5.
At ease, soldiers. It's time to hit the hay. You never know when the invaders might attack, so rest up while you still can. Well then, good night.
Another day gone. They've been going faster lately. Not that I'm complaining. I want to get to day 100 and get out of here as soon as I can. And when I get home, I'll be able to clear up the Kara Nozomi thing once and for all. Right? Anyway, I'm going to bed. So when did my 32nd day at Last Defense Academy, now the best day, day 33. Or not.
Hey, Taki?
What's up?
Did you get any chocolate today?
Huh? Chocolate?
You know, it is Valentine's Day after all.
Oh, that's today? It totally slipped my mind. How about you? Did you give anyone some?
No, of course not. It's against the rules to bring your own snacks to school.
Then why'd you ask?
Sorry. I guess I wasn't thinking.
Yeah, it's not such a rare thing for boys and girls to be friends when they're little. But as they get older, they tend to start noticing the differences between each other more and more and end up drifting apart. And that's not how it was with me and Kara. We remained close all throughout elementary school and junior high. Terrible indeed, huh? Of course, that doesn't mean our relationship didn't change a little. I used to think of her as just one of the family, but after puberty hit, yeah, I was aware of the differences between us, alright. I just like the way with the ... like, yeah. Even then, there was one thing that didn't change. We were always together.
So, I tried making Valentine's chocolate myself this year. I worked up my courage and handed it over before I went to school.
Huh?
She accepted it, but I don't know if she'll actually try any. She left the box on the kitchen table when she left for work, too.
You made it for our mom?
Oh, it was for your mom.
He got hella jealous there. Like, wait, what? It wasn't for me? But I didn't get you any, but you didn't make any for me? Come on now.
Eh, that's pretty cool though. Going through all the trouble of making it from scratch to show her how much you care.
Well, technically, it wasn't just for her. Here.
For me?
We might not be allowed to do it at school, but we're on our way home now, so...
Thanks.
I worked hard on it, you know? You'd better take the time to really appreciate it.
Yeah, sure. I have to get you something nice in return.
No, that's okay. If you want to give me something, promise me you'll show me the stars someday. Preferably through an astronomical telescope.
An astro what?
It's an instrument you use to see things that are far away. I read about it in one of those old books in the library. I'd love to use one to look up at the night sky one day. That'd be so cool.
Stars? Here, in the complex? You know that's impossible.
You know what she's getting at, right?
I can dream, can I? Honestly, Tacky, you've got no imagination.
Show you the stars, alright.
Shut up.
Day 33, let's go. About to be the best day of the 100.
Up and Atom troops, time to rise and shine! Get ready for your 33rd day of active service here at Last Defense Academy. Prepare to spend another day enduring the unendurable and suffering the insufferable to pave the way for humanity's future greatness. Be ready to give your lives to protect our beloved school from the vile and barbaric enemy.
No surprise, I dreamed about her again. Boy, she's been on my mind so much lately. Really brings home how alike she and Nozomi are, though. No, alike isn't the word for it. They're exactly the same. After the Sixth Panther goal. Oof. Sorry, Mr. Goon. But hey, all you gotta do is win the next game. And go from there. One at a time. That parallel universe theory is starting to look more and more attractive. But if Nozomi is an alternate version of Kara, what's she doing here? Is it just coincidence that I happen to know the other? Thinking about this isn't going to get me anywhere. I should head over to the cafeteria for breakfast. Huh? Whoa, what are they doing here? Pop those eyes back in your head, peasant. You look like a middle-aged hotel manager who's just been caught peeping on his guests. Sir Takumi. Surely you never do such a thing. That creaking in the walls last night, was that you? I know not what to think you saw, but I assure you you're mistaken. I was simply messing around with my sword and, well, perhaps I got carried away. What? Ew. Oh, I'm actually curious now. For the record, we're not here to pass things up with you guys. We're just answering the call. What does that mean? I asked them to come. There's something I want you to hear. All of you. What's so important that we all need to be here? Shoma was acting pretty strangely yesterday. He tried to brush it off. I pressed him on it. And he finally told me what was bothering him. Shoma had another dream. One that unearthed a repressed memory. Another one? Oh yeah, I want to hear this then. I don't know what you think you saw last night, but you're mistaken. Dude, I mean, that's all this stuff about dreams and memory. Does Shoma have some kind of special ability you didn't tell us about? We're here because of that shrimpy little pill bug, right? What do you want? It's okay, Goon. If you don't believe, I believe for you. It's not over till it's over. What's all this about? Shoma unlocked a repressed memory? What is this, Danganronpa? What's the deal with getting us all together for this? Didn't we decide it was just a regular dream last time? Shoma's been acting weird lately. Maybe now he's going to explain why. Another dream memory. What was the first one again? I forgot about it already. Shoma alright? Probably not. A dream unlocking a repressed memory. I thought we resolved this issue already. I don't like him. Shoma had another dream, one that unearthed a repressed memory. I'm not really sure. Like in this party, the person I like the most, at least from the new four, I like the guy the most. He's a little creepy, but I can tolerate him. She just annoys me because she's an a-hole. She's a mystery. Akamaru I like. Darumi makes me laugh. Like, I just don't like him. Shoma is a little over the top with his I'm worthless piece of trash, but what's Shoma this time? Matter of fact, let's look at the report card. Does it have the other people listed? Like sleeping in, dislike studying. 1 commander absorption. Likes radio exercises, dislikes subtle. 1 commander absorption there. Likes small cute animals, hates indecisive people, spicy food. Gore, misery porn, adult games. Dislikes like those. Cleaning. Dislikes loud noise and ugly things. Radio engines, static electricity. Cooking, poverty, work. Okay. Likes rolled eggs, dislikes hospital. Surprised it didn't have sirens on there. Oh. Her likes world domination. Dislikes. Dislikes roses. Interesting. Likes training montages. Series that get canceled too soon. He's a Scorpio. We should get along. Dislikes loveless acts. Likes, I don't even know what that is. I'm scared to look up this word, but I'm gonna look. Please don't be something disgusting. Oh, it's food. Thank God. The Japanese grilled offal fish, typically made with beef or pork, which is then marinated and grilled over charcoal or gas. Interesting. Never heard of that before. I may find a place out here that has it and see if I like it. I'm willing to try. Is it true, Shoma? Did you remember something? Well, I thought we agreed Mr. Gonzaki's dreams were nothing to worry about. He even said so himself. Well, it was easy enough to dismiss the first time as a fluke, but now it's happened again. Shoma has more to say. Shuma wants everyone to hear it, so we're all on equal ground and won't fight about it later. That's his excuse for wasting our time? I'm sorry, but I don't want it to feel like I'm keeping this from anyone. Keeping secrets always leads to conflict sooner or later. World death. And I hate conflict more than I hate eating 3 square meals a day. Yeah, I can tell. Isn't 3 square meals a day meant to be a good thing, though? So was your dream from before actually not a dream? It really did happen? Usually when you wake up from a dream, you can tell right away that it was a dream. Memories aren't like that. I mean, both are images in our mind, but there's a clear difference between the two. Sure, you can all tell the difference between dreams and memories, and I can too. That's why I can say with certainty that this was a memory. I like that he's a little more, like, decisive in his wording. Like, I don't want to say commanding, but he's more confident, I guess would be how I put it. You guys mind filling us in on the lore here? Just shut up and listen. We don't get it either. But if you remember so far, maybe we should go over that again. Last time you said you were hooked up to some freaky machine in a weird hospital. What was it called again? Kamakura? Kamakura? Huh? Lady in the zone. Something the matter? Oh, it's nothing. And those machines are the same as the ones we've got here, right? The ones we can't get working? Yes. I think that covers everything from my last minute. We still haven't figured out what those machines are for, or why they're both at the hospital and here at the school. Did you remember something that could help with that? Yes. I think what I remember this time might explain a lot of it. I wonder if he's related in the same way that his homie is related. Hemo Anima? Maybe that could be part of the reason why he's not fighting. This time I remember why I was put in those machines at the Kamakura General Hospital.
It was some kind of experiment.
It could be the reason why they were chosen for this war.
The hospital was conducting research into something, and I was a research subject.
What is it they were researching?
And that part's still a little fuzzy. I don't think I can remember it just yet. But I remember somebody in a white coat looking at me from outside the machine. And they said something. Something about my blood.
Your blood?
Hemo Anima.
I couldn't hear very well because of the glass in the way. But it sounded like they said there was something special about my blood.
Special blood. You think it's got something to do with Hemo Anima? But Hemo Anima comes from the infusers. Our blood's just the medium it uses to manifest. Shouldn't matter whether someone's blood is special or not. Should it? We don't know, Saray never told us. You know something. So your blood's different from regular people's. Shoot. Have you got a crazy high mid-eye chlorine count or something? I don't know about that. It seems like it's different anyway. How can you not know? It's your own body we're talking about. Like I said, the memory's still a little fuzzy, and I was barely awake at the time anyway. There was one other thing, right, Shuma? Yes, I did remember something else.
The hospital had more than one of those machines. I wasn't the only one who'd been put in one. It was all of you, too.
Ooh. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
What?
I can't see the bottom right, though. I count 13. You were in all those machines at Kamakura General Hospital, just like
We
me.
must have all been research subjects for the same experiment. We all have the same special kind of blood.
Dude, talking about us? And those machines?
Oh.
That include our group too? Yes. It wasn't clear enough for me to see all the machines, but I'm pretty sure everybody who's here now was also there. Why aren't you saying anything? You're crazy, man. First time I saw any of you was when I woke up here in the academy. You're saying we all met before and forgot about it? That could explain some things. In my memory, you all had your eyes closed. I think you were unconscious. I was just barely awake, though. Maybe that's why I was able to remember it. But there's no doubt in my mind that all of this is true. We were all put into those machines at the hospital. You were all part of an experiment there, sometime before we came to the school. But I've never even heard of Kamakura General Hospital. How could I have checked into it? Same here. I never go to the hospital. I don't have enough money to spare on medical bills. And my robust health is second only to my dedication to my dear sister. You didn't have to bring me into this. See? It just don't add up. We couldn't have been there. I'm trying to reason how it could be possible. Like, they don't remember it. Could it be a different timeline? An alternate timeline, potentially? Wait. What if it was after the invaders attacked the complex, when our powers first awakened? As soon as I defeated the enemy in my neighborhood, I started to feel dizzy. Before I knew it, I blacked out. Guessing the same thing happened to all of you? What's up, Remy? When I came to, I was at the academy, with no idea how I got here. Naturally, I assume we were brought here immediately after we passed out, but what if that's not the case? We may have spent weeks or even months in that hospital first, and the gap in our memory would mean we'd be none the wiser. That is also a possibility. Hey, yeah, kind of what happens in killing games all the time. It's possible, though, don't you think? If we accept Shoma's memories as true, then it's the only explanation. So then, what did they do to us while we were there? Help awaken our powers? Some kind of research, right? Special blood. Maybe it is related to Hemoanima after all. Think so too. It's the only thing we all have in common, and... Oh my god, enough already. Tomato Head's shrill voice shattered a contemplative mood that had settled. You interrupted our training for this? To hear this piece of trash talk about his ridiculous fantasies? Who the hell cares about any of that? Wow. But this could be an important clue. We might be able to find out more about Hemoanima. But Shoma didn't remember any important details. If we can't use this information, what's the point in worrying about it? Why are you even lending his ravings any credence in the first place? It's obviously nothing but a bunch of lame brain hogwash. Consider this. Would understanding Hemoanima better give us any practical advantage against the invaders? We understand it well enough to use it. Should we not just concentrate on defending the school? That is a fair point, but I think I would like to know more about it, for sure. It's not time to get sidetracked and waste our energy on unimportant details. Unimportant? We're never going to learn the whole truth of what's going on here. We've made our peace with that. Now that we've been given this mission, we have no choice but to do it. There's no other option. But how about you all shut up and start pulling your weight like the rest of us? Nico didn't tell us everything, but he did at least explain why he couldn't. A lot of the details about the war are just too important. If he told us and they were somehow leaked to the enemy, it would ruin everything. Even if being kept in the dark is frustrating, we've accepted that as for the greater good. We decide to give our all to win this war and worry about the details later. In other words, we have the capacity to show perspective and determination. Are those completely alien concepts to you maggots? I mean, look at you, coming up with weird stories and theories about stuff that does not matter. You've been given a mission, why can't you just do it? Yeah, I don't like that. Well, you little cockroach, I'm talking to you. First you refuse to fight, then you muddy matters further with this nonsense. I'm getting tired of it. Just looking at, oh my god, her eyes. That looks creepy. Just looking at you makes me want to vomit. I'm sorry, I never meant to cause all this trouble. You're probably right. It's all just a fantasy. My brain's always been about as powerful as pond scum, and now it's finally breaking down and making me lose touch with reality. My sincere apologies for all the trouble I've caused. I won't do it again. I won't say another word. I'll spend the rest of the 100 days in the corner, standing out as little as possible. I'll start right now. Wow. Begin backing away, but she stepped in to block his path. That self-deprecating act isn't going to cut it this time. You need to be made an example of. What are you talking about? Don't try to stop me. This bug needs squishing, and I'm the one that's going to do it. This so-called defense unit is full of wishy-washy, work-shy nitwits, and he's the worst out of all of them. His very existence is an insult to everything we stand for. I've had enough of it. Talking to her. Always been mean, but she's totally blowing her stack now. If you really want to make up for what you've done, you should just disappear. Huh? But and I don't mean hiding away in the room either. I want you out of this academy. Whoa. That's gonna be a big fat no. You understand? I don't care where you go. I don't want you here. Well, the thing about that is, sip it. No excuses. Just go. Leave. Move out. Mosey, shuffle off. Scram depart. Disappear. Get out. Dang, she's mad. Hey, leave him alone, you. Kaku stepped in and grabbed her shoulder in an attempt to hold her back. None of us were prepared for what happened.
Get your filthy hands off me!
Wow. I know, right? Whoa. That was awesome. Combo. Such magnificent boxing technique. Nothing can withstand those fists of fury. She can box? And no, Suzuki receives education and everything we need to enforce our will on society, political, financial, physical. We can handle any conflict and come out on top. I'm a member of the upper echelons for a reason, P-Brain. My family has sculpted me into an absolute freaking paragon of refinement and excellence, so you are wearing something on your head. And if any upstart peasants dare to defile my personal space, there will be consequences. Go get yours when the revolution comes. Sorry, man. Wish I could help, but you know how it is. I don't hate girls, no matter how much they deserve it. Stop it. Please, that's enough. So, I'm guessing you didn't have anything else to tell us? Maybe we should get going. Yeah, maybe you should. What a vexing way to start the morning. Let us return to our training, friends. Come, lady. My wrath must be appeased. It's not that I don't appreciate you trying, but I think it's best that we drop this for now. I'll try to convince them, but it's going to take time. Anyway, I'm sorry that it came to this. I really am. She gave us an apologetic glance and went to join her friends. Even after the team from the second campus had left, none of us could settle down. If anything, we only got more heated. I'm so sorry, Shoma. I never thought it would blow up like this. No, it's my fault. The other team already doesn't like us, and now I've made it worse by annoying them with my nonsensical stories. I'm so useless, so stupid, so lacking any kind of social awareness. You'd all have been better off if I've never been born. Jeez. Well said. Dick! Brother dearest, don't agree with them. That tomato lady really went ham on you, huh? She made you look like gutter trash. She hit me. The psycho actually hit me. Even my dad doesn't hit me. I mean, how could he? I've never met the guy. That a good thing? This guy's really pissing me off now. Ain't no way we're ever gonna make things work with him. The way I see it, there's only one way to resolve our differences. Starts with a K, ends with an Illing game. And it's totally still a genre with untapped potential. Hirumi, just Give it a rest, okay? I'm sorry. If I was better at handling human relationships, this never would have happened. The mood here just keeps getting worse and worse.